She narrowed her eyes and asked, "Why?" "Because I don't want anyone to put a target on you trying to get to me." She stared at him. "And where is Andrew going to put his family?" "He's not putting them anywhere." Barry was confused by the question. "Yet you think you'll protect me by not coming to my house?" "A totally different situation. Andrew is here all the time. If he isn't, there are Hans or Senior. You have Mitzi. And no offense, but that dog is not the sharpest crayon in the box. Hell, I don't think she's ever been sharpened." Kathy fought the smile the comments brought forward, but she lost. "She's not very smart, but she's fierce. Just ask the skunks." Barry actually laughed. "I did last night, remember?" Kathy had a way of easing the tight knots in his gut. She leaned into him. "This sucks." "I know." He kissed the top of her head. "I'll call every night." "I'd rather you be in my bed every night." She sighed. "Me too." He watched Andrew and Ken walking back across the pasture toward them. "Can you keep Honey with you? I think it would be better for her." "Of course." She lifted off his shoulder and looked at him. "I love you." "And I love you." He dropped a kiss on her lips, briefly, going deep inside her mouth with his tongue. He pulled away before he lost his willpower. "Come on, I'll take you home. Then we've got a snake hunt to go on in the bunkhouse." He got up and held her hand as she jumped off the tailgate. He slammed it shut and told Andrew and Ken he'd return after he took Kathy home. When he got into the truck, she turned to him. "You're coming to the reception on Friday, right? The entire town will be there, and there's no way anyone would be stupid enough to try anything there. And you could meet me there, so no one would see us together or you at my house. Not that I think it matters, because you've been pretty regular at my house. Staying away is overkill, in my opinion." Barry glanced over at her. He should say no. It isn't overkill. "Meet me at the reception, Barry." She crossed her arms over her chest. The little spitfire was getting ready to make a point. "Okay." "What?" She blinked and smiled. "You said okay." "I did, against my better judgment. I'll meet you there. What time?" 7. She bounced on her seat. "I have a new dress. I can't wait for you to see it. Kayla made it for me. It makes me look taller, and it's so pretty." He grabbed her hand. "You're perfect, just the way you are. And no one at the dance will be more beautiful than you." He lifted her hand to his lips and kissed the back of it. "You're only saying that because you love me." Her face flushed a deep red color. "I love you, and no one will ever be more beautiful than you. You are all I can and want to see." A full-body shiver went through her as he held her hand. He glanced over. She'd closed her eyes. "Are you sure you have to go back to the ranch right away?" God, he wished he didn't. But he needed to ensure she was safe. He squeezed her hand and nodded, not having the strength to say the words stuck in his throat.